imfuyo bayixabisileko, nabaphansi babahloneleko, bavume bonke bengakholwa bo, ukuthi babulala imfuyo bo, imfuyo bayixabisileko, nabaphansi babahloneleko, sonke izotshisa bo, inkomo zamadoda, besala bebambo ngezansi bo, uphantini likanisa, sonke izotshisa bo, inkomo zamadoda, besala bebambo ngezansi bo, uphantini likanisa, sonke izotshisa bo, inkomo zamadoda, besala bebambo ngezansi bo, uphantini likanongqawuse bo, bavume bonke bengakholwa bo, ukuthi babulala imfuyo bo, imfuyo bayixabisile bo, nabaphansi babahlonele bo, bavume bonke bengakholwa bo, ukuthi babulala imfuyo bo, imfuyo bayixabisile bo, nabaphansi babahlonele, sonke izotshisa bo, inkomo zamadoda, besala bebambo ngezansi bo, uphantini likanisa, sonke izotshisa bo, inkomo zamadoda, besala bebambo ngezansi bo, uphantini likanongqawuse bo, bavume bonke bengakholwa bo, ukuthi babulala imfuyo bo, imfuyo bayixabisile bo, nabaphansi babahlonele bo, bavume bonke bengakholwa bo, ukuthi babulala imfuyo bo, imfuyo bayixabisile bo, nabaphansi babahlonele bo, bavume bonke bengakholwa bo, ukuthi babulala imfuyo bo, imfuyo bayixabisile bo, nabaphansi sonke izotshisa bo, inkomo zamadoda, besala bebambo ngezansi bo, uphantini likanisa, sonke izotshisa bo, inkomo zamadoda, besala bebambo ngezansi bo, uphantini likanongqawuse bo, bavume bonke bengakholwa bo, ukuthi babulala imfuyo bo, imfuyo bayixabisile bo, nabaphansi babahlonele bo, bavume bonke bengakholwa bo, ukuthi babulala imfuyo bo, imfuyo bayixabisile bo, nabaphansi babahlonele bo, bavume bonke bengakholwa bo, ukuthi babulala imfuyo bo, imfuyo bayixabisile bo, nabaphansi babahlonele bo, bavume bonke bengakholwa bo, ukuthi babulala imfuyo bo, imfuyo bayixabisile bo, nabaphansi babahlonele, sonke izotshisa bo, inkomo zamadoda, besala bebambo ngezansi bo, uphantini likanisa, sonke izotshisa bo, inkomo zamadoda, besala bebambo ngezansi bo, uphantini likanongqawuse bo.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the acting Vice-Chancellor of Walter Sisulu University, I declare this congregation open for the conferring of degrees and awarding of diplomas and certificates. May we all take our seats.
For our devotion, we're going to read a text from the book of Joshua, chapter 1, and I'm going to be reading verse 9. It reads as follows: Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou be dismayed. For the Lord thy God is with thee whithersoever thou goeth. In Xhosa it reads, Yabona ndikuwisela umthetho wokuba womelele ukhaliphe, musa ukunkwantya. Ungaqhiphi kumbilini, ngokuba uYehova uThixo wakho unawe apho sukuba usiya khona. We're going to bow our heads as we pray. Our Father who art above, we come before the throne of grace and we are grateful and thankful. We join the graduates and the parents as they are jubilant, dear Father, for the achievements. In a special way, dear Father, I pray that you may be with each and every one of these graduates, especially, and the parents as well, dear Father, that you may bless each and every one of them. I pray that as they move from this place, dear Father, they take with them the spirit of excellence, so that whatever their lot, they may find their lot in life, dear Father, they may excel. The same way as one Martin Luther King would say, if their lot in life, they become whatever, even if it's a street sweeper. They may do whatever job is their lot, dear Father, with excellence. In the same spirit that Beethoven would compose music. In the same spirit that Shakespeare would write poetry. So that, dear Father, wherever they are, the heavenly host and everyone on earth would stand and say, there lived someone who did their job excellently. In this world, dear Father, of mediocrity and half-heartedness, I pray that whatever their lot in life is, they may indeed excel. This is my prayer in the name of Jesus Christ, our Savior. Amen.
Molweni. Molweni. Good morning. Dumelang. Dimachirun. On behalf of the Chancellor in absentia, Ms. Gobodo, the Chairperson of Council, Advocate Ngugai Tobi in absentia, and the Vice Chancellor and Principal of Walter Sisulu University, Professor Rushila Songa in absentia. It is indeed an honor for me to welcome you all to the third graduation session at Butterworth. Welcome to you all. My name is Professor Mashudu Davana Maselese. I'm here to acknowledge the presence of all of you who joined us this morning today. I would like to welcome members of council who are led by Mr. Nongandlela and the rest of the team, members of executive management, members of senior management, members of convocation led by the President, Dr. Mantashe, labor representatives who are here, the staff at Walter Sisulu University, The ISRC, led by the President, Mr. Masikole Mabongo. The Campus SRC, led by the Premier, Mr. Mokgweetsi, and all students. Our pastor, one of our own, and you know, we know him as a lecturer, but today he surprised me. So we want to welcome you all, to guests and parents, and all special guests, specifically the class of 2023. Can you applaud yourselves? The choir that sang so well, and Reverend Manga, we want to welcome you. And we want to say, this is that period of the year where we sit down, relax, celebrate our achievements. We are at the end. Today is the last day for our graduations. We've been moving around all the 4 campuses of Walter Sisulu University. We started at Buffalo City campus, we went to Mthatha, then to Komani, and now we are here at Butterworth. And we have graduated over 7,000 graduates so far. I'm sure this needs a round of applause. Out of the SRC members that we have, 42 SRC members, we had 23 who graduated this season. What does this tell us? Tells us that we have leaders who are leading by example, leaders who are leading from the front, leaders who are saying, gone are the days where we become ancestors in the SRC at the university. We are here to make progress, and that they deserve an applaud. And one of the leaders, who is the ISRC president, Mr. Masikole Mabongo, graduated during this season. So we really appreciate the work that the SRC is doing. Indeed, as Walter Sisulu University, we have embarked on a journey that is in pursuit of excellence. And as our vision says, we are an impactful, technology-infused African university. We are very unapologetic about that because we know who we are and why we are here. And you will see that as we see the programs that we have in your document, the programs that we already have developed, and you will see as we continue that indeed we are here to make an impact in this country and Africa at large. I want to talk to the graduates. You know, I would not have done justice if I leave you to go without me as a parent talk to you. Ngemuzali, I want to speak from the heart. And I want to say to you, my beloved kids, today marks the beginning of your new journey. A journey that is full of challenges ahead. But guess what? We have prepared you. We have confidence in you, and we know you are equal to the task. For those who are leaving the institution, we want to say to you, if you are going out there, go out and create jobs. And if you think you are going to get employment, if you have it, let it be for a short while. Go out and be an innovator and be an entrepreneur, because South Africa is looking for people who will create jobs for others. But as you continue with your future plans, I would like to give you the following advice. I want to say to you, look at me as I talk to you. Create a mental image of what you want to achieve. What do you want to achieve in your life? Visualize your vision. Create that mental image. See yourself building that infrastructure. See yourself managing that company. See yourself doing something that is different from the rest of others. And this will make you to work harder. It will be within you. You will have that intrinsic motivation. That will make you spend sleepless nights for you to work hard and achieve what you want to achieve. Don't focus on the now. You focus on your future. The now, today, you're graduating. You celebrate for a short while and go on and move on and work hard. Be a workaholic. Hope you heard me. I didn't say ah. I said be a workaholic.
workaholic. Work hard. Scorn all delights so that you live a luxurious life. We are living in a society where workers are criticized. They will call you names. They will tell you that you are a bookworm. Have you seen a worm in a book, in an individual format? So whatever they say, don't even listen to them, because people criticize those who are working hard. So when you think of that, move on and say to yourself, I'm doing myself a favor. Because even if they call you those names, who cares? You know? Tell yourself that these are what people without vision will do. They will always be blindfolded and think something negative out of something good. So focus on what you are doing. Don't let them derail you from your focus. Take that step, even if you think you are very uncertain. Take it, take the step. Just do it. Be productive. And in the process of being productive, guess what? You'll make mistakes. Mistakes are done, are made by those who are working. Those who are folding arms, they will never make a mistake. So don't be too hard on yourself when you make a mistake. Just tell yourself, next time I'll get it right. You know, because the principle is that you will learn from those mistakes. Stand up and dust yourself and then move on. Focus, focus, focus. Don't be everything to everybody. Stay focused. Stay fixated to your goal, like what soccer players do. I'm sure you know better than I do. Because the minute they miss out, they lose. You snooze, you lose. Never allow distractors along your way. You become successful when you focus on your strengths. And this will mean whatever that you do, focus on what you know best and try to do it better. And the following day, you will do it at your best, and therefore, you'll find yourself achieving. Within a short space of time, you'll find yourself growing up the ranks. So never limit yourself through your negative self-talk to say, I'm not good enough. If they're saying you are not good enough, it's their problem, not yours. So focus on your growth. As I want to conclude, I want to tell you that never keep company of the following people. You don't want them next to you. The negaholics. You know them? Don't check that word in your dictionary because you will not find it. But what I'm telling you is that never be in a company of negative people. Negative people criticizes everything, except they will criticize everything, everybody except themselves. They will drain you with negative energy. And then before you know it, you know, Bantanabam, it's like you are hugging a person who has flu, who is sneezing. Immediately after hugging that person, the next moment you'll be sneezing as well. That is what negaholics do. You interact with a negative person, you'll find yourself having moved 10 steps back. You would have moved 10 steps ahead. But after hugging such a person, after staying with such a person, you'll move 20 steps backwards. And you'll find yourself so drained, so discouraged, you don't want anything to do with what you wanted to do. So stay away from negative people. The second ones that you don't want to be in that company of are what we call the lazy bones. Lazy bones. These are lazy people who only wait for other people to do things for them. You know them better. I'm sure even when you were studying, you would even hide yourself because you don't want to be seen by the lazy bones. The last group are the historians. Don't go and tell historians. Historians are those people who will remind you where you come from. Every time they talk about you, when reminding you of the mistakes you made, maybe when you were still a little child, they will remind you of your background. That will pull you backwards. And with that history, they will make you feel that you amount to nothing. You don't want to join that group. The last group, this is the last, the arrivals. Those who have arrived, you will see them getting their certificate, and then from there, they never go anywhere. The arrivals will say, I got my diploma, therefore, what more do I want? The arrivals will say, I have a degree, then what? Arrivals will say, I have an honors degree, then what? You have many of them at master's level who are still arriving. You have many of them who are at doctoral level who are still arriving. You don't want to be in the company of the arrivals. And the biggest enemy to success today are those who have arrived. Because when they arrive, they count on their successes they made 10 years ago and think that they have made it up to the top. Africa is waiting for people who never arrive. Africa is waiting for you specifically. Commit yourself and address the challenges of our time and never arrive, because South Africa is waiting for innovators and entrepreneurs. Blessing us said every individual has a champion in him or her and a loser. Who do you want to be? I'm sure you are here seated the way you are because you are champions. Continue to work harder, because so far you have made it against all odds. You can do better. And I believe in you, and I trust that you are going to make an impact in the world of work, in the world of entrepreneurs. And as I conclude, I want to encourage each one of you to go out and make a difference. As we celebrate Bazali, let's remember to switch off our cell phones. And also, let's celebrate the achievement of our children, our family today. And we know how to do it as Africans. But as we do that, let us also allow the names of our family to be read without us disrupting that, so that then we'll be able to celebrate in style as African. Let's control our excitement. Give every graduate an opportunity to be heard. Enjoy the celebration today. We are here because of the efforts you made as parents, and we want to also to appreciate you, appreciate the work that you have done. Graduates are saying to you, thank you, parents. Thank you, family. You made us who we are today. We're celebrating this day in style because of your efforts. Thank you.
Nasulayo, Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I hereby declare that the candidates whose names appear on your program have duly satisfied all the requirements, and I have the honor to request that they be presented to you for the conferring of degrees and awarding of diplomas and certificates in the respective instructional programs.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to inform you that the candidates whose name appear in the program received the diploma in building technology. Lunyuzu Sive. Your ticket. Magutwa Kwamba. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to inform you that the candidates whose name appear on the program received the diploma in fashion. Bukini Abonga. Jikwai Senele. Kaise Sandizwa. Thank you. Ticket, please. Magalelana Kayakazi. Mbakeni Zamaduna. Mkesli Esutu. Nompumza Siolesi. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to inform you that the candidates whose name appear on the program received the Diploma in Information and Communications Technology in Applications Development. Faku Indefile. Kambula Yonela. Kantiwa Nasipe. Lopundo Ayavela. Madalalabana Luyulu Alex. Magravula Apiwe. Akutana Amesli. Imdweni Kwandile. Makwandazi Putuma. Imtiali Imishli. Ntolozu Nonkuleku Angel. Ntanga Tabu. Nteleku Amashli. Sililio Nilishwa. Traku Tweneni Glen. Tobu Nkosipipili. Madam Chancellor, I have the honour to inform you that the candidates whose name appear in the programme received the Diploma in Information and Communications Technology in Business Analysis. Bangani Zizili. Bewana Kanisha. Debeza Atini. Matlebe Kanayisu. Madlolo Unati. Madubela Langa Monalisi. Mbasa Siabonga. Nyamesele Nkumisa. Nkuleswa Azole. Nkwitahana Nazu. Nomakiza MT Heslesli. Rubushi Kwakwamba. Vikalashli Amashli.
you say you must say Madam Vice Chancellor.
Okay. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to inform you that the candidates whose name appear in the program received the Diploma in Information and Communications Technology and Communication Networks. Kimela Mbushele. De Sipishishle. Doche Abongele. Gweba Anola Precious. Jikazi Babetukosolo. Sorry. Masebe Andile. Mbutuma Pateka. Mkwenke Nonkuleku. Mohali Tabisu. Umpo Lolo Mbasa. Nompumza Nonsle. Tukela Sitandiwi. From Boulding.
Okay, thanks. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have an honor to inform you that the candidates whose name appear on the program receive National Diploma Building. Bangani Yonela. Nonsasa Gwebityala. Gwija Luyanda. Jack Anele. Jaku Esihle. Joy Afika. Kholisile Amkela. Madlulela Nomvuyiseko. Makalima Pamela. Mathumbu Mvuyiseni. Mathunda Zodwa. Mathutyana Thelela. Mchani Lungisani. Mphehlule Asemahle. Mthenjana Baphumle Inga. Ncamani Thembisile. Ncembu Sichumile. Nzimande Ayanda Otto. Ngumla Simamkele. Mthenten Phaphama. Phambili Ayolile. Qhezu Sisipho. Sirhoqo Onesimo. Sothembe Siyamthanda. Swenyana Aphiwe. Thabatha Asanda. Twala Ayola cum laude. Tyeya Ziyanda. Vilo onke. Vukubi lelethu. Vuza Sinelizwi. Zenani Siyasanga cum laude. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have an honor to inform you that candidates whose name appear on the program receive the National Diploma, Engineering, Civil. Twala Sanelisiwe. Fikeni Zikhona. Funda Sinoxolo. hlezeni sinazo. Koyi zanoxolo. Lunyawo phelokazi. Mangaliso buseka. Matiwane lihle. Machayana lwazi. Mkotyo yola. Mnase anele. Mncanca noluvuyo. Mnyamana sisanda. Mqikwa nolwandle. Ndoda nokonwaba. Nzonzo Mxolisi Patrick. Ngonini babalwa. Njobe aviwe simthembile. Nogusha siyavuya. Nongawuza siyamthanda. Nqeketho afika. Nsethe Khanyisani Oliver. Sigadla Hlobanisa. Sigwayi Mosuli. Solani siwaphiwe. Nomtsewu Solethu. Chona buhle. Vuthula Sibusiso. Oh, the last one. Amechata esona. Madam Chancellor, Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have an honor to inform you that the candidates whose name appear on the program receive the National Diploma, Engineering, Electrical. Buswana, Vuyo. Khasela, Yolanda. Dingezweni, Sibabalwe. Khethwa Mphumeleli. Madolo Yamkela. Magubane Mpumelelo Arnold. Masabalala Ndiyakholwa. Mathole Asaphiwe. Mazeka Sive. Mbulawa Anani. Mdingi athi nomxolisi. Mdingi Mandisi. Menyo Nokuqala. Mlobeli Luthando. Mpiti Tsepang. Msindo Zizo. Mchochisa Esethu. Ngam Vusokazi. Ncipha Masalela. Ndevu Thandokazi. Ngongo Mawande. Njani Ayakha. Phaqula Zona. Saba Mzianda Johnson. Setloboko Thembi. Shumane Pumla. Skade Sinethemba. Tofana Pamela. Willy Lindokuhle. Zakhoza Xolelwa Alicia. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to inform you that the candidates whose name appear on the program receive National Diploma Engineering Mechanical. Dlezi Ayanda. Fombo Sanele. Kiba Dimpho. Lebakeng Muso. Mhlati Athenkosi. Msebi Zuzile. Ngoba Mkhonto Velile. Nogwam Asafika. Phori Khotso. Sitwai Tsikelelo. Thuthani Makabongwe. Zethuse Zolani. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have an honor to inform you that the candidates whose name appear on the program receive National Diploma, Fashion. Boya Thembelihle. Oflani nithini. Jele nolukolo. Khwezi noSiphe. Makhubalo Sinothando. Mbolambi Anathi. Mdondolo Asanele. Mkhaliphi awonke. Mlungu Sivuyisiwe. Mzobe Khululekani. Tlabeni Sandiso. Ntwasa Yamkela. Sitolo Chuma. Velem Artist African. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have an honor to inform you that candidates whose name appear on the program receive National Diploma, Information Technology, specializing in business applications. Beni Lusanda. Biwa Buyiswa. Finiza Ongeziwe. Gadalana Nonkolo. Jali Kosekhaya. Juliwe siyawaphiwe. Kwece anele. Luke ongezwa. Makhwapheni ahlume. Maqabaza Mandlakazi. Matyaleni Azola. Mbhali Lungisani. Mhlola Pamela Phoshiya. Mhlonhlo Siphokuhle. Minenzima Sibusiso. Mnisi Mbasa. Mphekwana Esihle. Mpofana aphendule. Mvikweni Chumokuhle. Mzinzi Zimasa Pastisa. Nakwa Silondoloze Zivuziwe. Ndoda Fikiswa. Ngeyane Okuhle. Nomaqhiza Nasiphi. Nhlanzana Sanelise. Ntobane James. Soboyise ongeziwe. Sikhahlane Nomthandazo Anel. Sikhosana Tabani. Sima Minentle, brilliant. Sipata Inga. Songela Noluvuyo. Sonjika Yanga. Sopheza Sisipho. Zangwa Babalwa.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to inform you that the candidates whose names appear on the program received the National Diploma Information Technology specializing in software management. Tando, Cele Tando Sympathy. Tiginyeka Tulisa. Dia Oluhle. Fas Ati Enkosi. Kusha Siseko. Gwada Zandile. Juqu Aphiwe. Kilili Akhule. Mabaso Kaya. Mambese Lwazi. Mangena Thandokazi. Makinyose Qaqamba. Manyala Lwandile. Maqokolo aphelele. Aseza Mbaleki Aseza Nelisa. Mbiko ntsikelelo. Mbuthu buhle. Mia Londiwe. Mpahla Makabongwe. Ndlovu Phumelele. Nzekeli Sipolo. Ngaleka Tamara. Ngwebo Simnikiwe Siyanda. Nyandana Sipelo. Plaki Sandiso. Khaxothi Chuma. Iphi software? Specializing. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of National Diploma Information Technology specializing in software development. Biana Tembelihle. Kupiso Wonga. Leve Pelo. Lukubeni Aphelele. Mali Tembelani Prince. Mtani Siwinile Eucharista. Mtichwa Mkhuseli. Mnokwa Andile. Mtshunjutho Mandlakazi. Mvoko Vuyokazi. Ndamase Zethu. Ngwane Mlondi. Nyama Thandiwe. Pheko sithulisiwe. Sokomela mqondisi. Vinindwa lonwabo. Andibe. Xesha sinazo. Zondiwe bonke. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Advanced Diploma in Information and Communications Technology in Applications Development of the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Banya nomvuyiso. Buduza Yonela. Cetywayo Siphesihle. Jojo Zesipho. Josana Leletu. Mbusi Kwanele. Mkhala Yamkela. Ngolo Yandani. Ntaku Sinelizwi. Nyathi Sanelisiwe. Vuza Avuyile. Zinga Anganathi. Madam Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Advanced Diploma in Information and Communications Technology and Communication Networks on the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Bensela Sinethemba. Kati Mzwandile. Mabuyane Isivile. Mahau Aphelele. Mbodla Siphe. Mhlungu Ntembeko. Ngobo Sapulele. Nyembelele Mendi. Songai Lutho. Sochangaye Zikona. Madam Acting Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Technology, Information Technology, Communication Networks on the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Malkas Lungelo. Mtakasi Sihle. Tamela Luando. Twetwa Bayanda.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. African graduates must realize that unless we develop our own education system, we will be slaves to Europeans, white people, Chinese, and the Indians. Let me express my sincere greetings to the Chancellor in absentia, the Chairperson of Council in absentia, the Vice Chancellor in absentia, and the President of Convocation, who's here, Dr. Lungamantashe, the ISRC President, Comrade Tukis, Nopala ISRC, Snotemba Machova, the Campus SRC, there are so many. Furthermore, let me extend my greetings to the parents who have shaped us, who have molded us under the harshest difficult conditions. Molweni bazali bethu. But more sincerely, let me also express my greetings to the people who are here today, the most special day. A round of applause for yourself to all the graduates. You should be honored. Yesterday, I was moved. One of the students who passed away on the 25th of December, his mom was sitting next to me when I was seated there, and he had to come and collect a certificate. But we buried him early this year in January. So when I'm saying that it's Kobele Zandla, I'm not playing. Can you do it again? My message to you is quite simple today. I want to talk about Ubuntu, Botu. You know, Ibika is a special campus in WSU because we believe truly in Ubuntu. Have we seen cases whereby a student does not have clothes, but they are wearing the same clothes going to classes? We are always willing to be there and assist. In cases where someone cannot even access a meal, we are always willing to assist because of it is also one of the pillars that defines us as Ubuntu, Botu. Now, Professor Maboko Ramos makes a very comprehensive study on Ubuntu because of how he argues and present it is that let us not Eurocentralize Ubuntu, meaning that let us not interpret it from the context of colonialists, the people who stole our land. Ubuntu has a two-way, Machiavelli style, those who are into hip-hop, Tupac. So Ubuntu to us is not something that is just an abstract, but it is something that we are living. So I wanted to speak to the engineers today to say that in an era or in an epoch of technology, and WSU is moving towards that agenda of saying that let us also infuse ourselves as we pursue to become an African-centered university. What is the role of an engineer graduate to this society? A society that is confronted by conflict. Currently, we are having Russia-Ukraine war. But what is the role of an engineer to be able to safeguard our security, to be able to ensure that the world that we live in is better? Let us not be people who are going to be ignorant about global affairs, but let us be people who can go out there and create things. Because remember that now, this current education system, it is brain damaging. It does not allow us to flourish. Once you become a graduate, most of the time, it closes your mind. That's why most of us, when we are even graduating, we are still going to beg for jobs. Because the education system, how white people came with it, it was never to empower us. When you read the curriculum, they don't tell you about an African person. When you read the books, the textbooks that we get in class, when you look at them, you don't see yourself there as an African child. You read books from America, all this. That is why we appear as if we are backward people, because we are not producing anything. So us as engineers, let us raise to the bar and ensure that you, as this collective, you are going to go and design things. I see there are people from IT, mechanical engineering, electrical, civil. Let us come up with something better initiative to our society. I have a message to those who are remaining behind. Let us continue to fight for a socialist education. By socialist education, we simply mean two things that are twofold. Number one, education is not for profit maximization. Anyone who is willing to sell education, we must fight. We must never be apologetic. Number two, a socialist education must be able to empower us to become innovators, to become people who will design things in society. Now, that is the kind of education system that we want. For those who are leaving us, I have a message to you as well. In the darkest corners, when you are drowning in the misery of joblessness and hopelessness, never surrender, never give up. And when a door opens for you, open for many others. That is the spirit of Ubuntu that I'm talking about as a pillar that clearly defines us in this campus. Above all, in short, I want to say that some of you took much longer. Some of you came quicker to graduate. But this moment, it's something that we have been waiting for. Let us celebrate and understand that graduation is just an event. It is not something that you will live forever. And continue to go and pick up the pieces. We need you guys to be able to ensure that when we get back our land as Africans, because we are still begging for an African country, this one is not African. We appear to be African. We are not yet African. The mere fact that I'm addressing you even in English, that is, it shows you that we are not, have not received or arrived at Africa. In Swahili, as I conclude, I would like to say, Asante sana to all the graduates. Thank you very much.
Madam Chancellor, mandithathe elithuba ndibulise bonke abantu abalapha abaze kulo msitho kulo mhlangano wokuba sizokuvuyisana nani nonke zithwalandwe. Namhlanje nibonakalise ubugorha bokuba nikwazi ukuzokufika apha kuba indlela eza apha iyenyuka imahla ndinyuke. Ninyuke ke nade nayokuqabela entabeni lapha ke namhlanje siyavuyisana nani ngenxa yalonto. Size ke kulondo thina mna ke ndimele i-convocation njengoba ndisithi alala kuni. Ambani ke niye ezweni niyoba lulutho kwiindawo zonke eniza kube nikuzo. Nokuba nenzani, nokuba umsebenzi wenu yintoni, ze nibe lulutho eAfrika. Nibe lulutho naseluntwini lase-Afrika. Ze nazi ke ukuba ukuya esikolweni akuthethi into ukuba umntu makaphakame okanye wazi ngcono kunabazali. Ze nithi ke njengoba nibuyile nje esikolweni niyazi into ukuba ukuya esikolweni kwahlukile kunokufunda. Bakhona abantu abaye esikolweni bengafundanga babuye bengekafundi into kuba babuya bephakeme kodwa bathi bavela esikolweni benze imfundo ibe luhlazo kuba iba ngathi yinto yokuphakama. Kanti imfundo yinto yokuthobeka, yokuzithoba, ukuthanda abantu nokusebenzela isizwe. Nincede ke nithi ke xa nibuyela abazali benu nizazi into yokuba yaba bubudenge ke ukuphakamela abazali benu. Mandithi ke okwesibini ze nilumke ke kuba imfundo kufuneka isenze silumke. Ukulumka ke kukwazi ukukhetha okulungileyo kokubi. Silungisa ke ingxaki njengoba nifika nje apha yi-convocation. Convocation ke yintlanganisela yawo wonke umuntu ofunde apha wathwala isidanga sakhe esithwala kule university. Ndikhokhele ke mna abo bantu, ndikhokhele nina ke namkelekile. Nifika ke sixakekile ke apha, ingxaki zethu zininzi zinkulu, senyuka enye intaba. Le ntaba ke bazali siyenyuka ngenxa yabantwana benu, ngenxa yezwe lethu. Ithi incwadi yeBhayibhile kofika abantu bevela entshona, bafike banina ningqibe kubo, ningabi nanto. Sikuloo ngxaki ke siyangqiba asinanto. Abantwana benu ke banetyala kule university, ndithi mandinijonge ke ebusweni njengoba nithe nqwadalala nivuya. Ndinixelele loo nyani. Abantwana benu ke banetyala apha elingumyinge ongange 1.4 billion. Yintaba ke eyenyukayo yiyo le nto nikhuza. Umbuzo ke uthi ke le dyokhwe yobukhoboka yetyala iyawuthi ize ibe iyaqhawulwa iyasuswa lo mqokozo. Kwenzeke njani na? Kuba sisikhoji esi esibopheleleke kuso esisirhuqayo siye apho siya khona. Sizawusikhupha njani ke, siza kuyisolva njani ke le ngxaki? Nge-10 kaMatshi ke siye sadibana siyi-convocation sabonisana into yokuba masiqale iphulo lokuba sizamele ngendlela zonke into yokuba acinywe la matyala. Amatyala ke awacinywanga mlingo. Imali futhi ayehli mthini noxa nje isenziwa ngephepha elisuka emthini. Injongo yethu ke kukuba la matyala mawacinywe. Ukuze la matyala acinywe sicinga uba kufuneka kusetyenziswene. Kufuneka thina singabazali sibe negalelo esiza kuba nalo kule nto. Kaloku umntana wakhiwa sisizwe akakhiwa ngunina noyise. Iyo le nto phaa ekhaya umntana bebethwa nalapha kwamakhelwane ebethwa. Ndandibizwa ke mna ke phaa ekhaya kubizwa utata omkhulu ngapha next door ndizobethwa nguye kodwa kangotata. Yinto yokuba umntwana wakhiwa sisizwe. Naxa ke umntana esetyaleni kufuneka isizwe siphakame silungise loo nto. Siyanibiza ke ningabazali nabantu abangoosomashishini iziqu nje umuntu onoba nenhliziyo enhle ukuba aphose epokothini yokuzama ukuba siqhawule le dyokwe yobukhoboka ityala ke ukutsho. Ithi ke enye imvumi nguDiana Ross ke le mvumi ithi reach out and touch somebody's hand, make this world a better place if you can. Sithi ke thina ke esiXhoseni intaka yakha ngoboya benye. Ukuba ke intaka yakha ngoboya benye ithetha ukuba kofuneka sichwithe kwalapha kuthi ukuze sakhe le dyunivesithi. Ukuba le dyunivesithi izawuhlala isetyaleni elingaka yochitheka itshabalale, ze nabo bashishina nayo bangakwazi ushishina nento engekhoyo echithekileyo. Ityala ke liyayichitha idyunivesithi kuba koqala kungakwazi ubhatalwa abasebenzi. Bathi bengakwazi ubhatalwa bahambe babheke esitratweni kuliwe kube luqhushululu ingaze ibheke phambili le dyunivesithi. Yiyo ke le nto sithathe eliphulo sikeke sakwazi ukuba siraise imali engange-40 million ngala March. Yintaba ke le iyenye uyayibona le 40 million ba imali enkulu kakhulu kodwa liqabaza xa ujonga ityala lethu kufuneka siye salisolva. Ungacontributa ngamalini ke mhlawumbi emzabalazweni ofana nalo? Kumzabalazo ofana nalo ungacontributa noba yintoni na onayo. Abantu bacinga uba umzabalazo ziipolitiki zabantu abaculayo betoyitoya qha. Umzabalazo ngumzabalazo nalo wokuphuma edyokhweni yetyala. Ithi ke loo nto leyo ungaphosa noba yimalini. Kuba ithi intetho yeSwahili iqabaza neqabaza liyayigcwalisa imbumbuzi. Ukuba ubunoyiqhawuqhawula imvula, uba ubunayo isayensi oyiqhawuqhawula imvula, ubuzayibona uba enyanisweni ngamaqabaza nje agcwalisayo. Elo qabaza nelo qabaza ke nawe unokwazi into yokuba ulikhuphe. Siyazithoba kuwe egameni labantwana baseAfrika, oonyana neentombi zomgquba zomthonyama uba sigaleleni loo nto sinokuba nayo nabantu abashishinayo senza eso sicelo. Kunike zithwalandwe umyalezo wam endiwuthunywe iconvocation ngokuba halala. Noxa ke sisithi halala sithi ke sisekule ngxaki nawe unegalelo onokulidlala apha. Xa umuntu eyokuthenga i-airtime uyakwazi bayithenge nge-10 rand nange-20 rand nange-30 rand afowunele isinqandamathe sakhe. Ndicinga uba ke mhlawumbi angakhe ame athi sithandwa sam kukho umcimbi otshisa ibunzi endicinga into yoba mandenze igalelo kuwe. Ukuba ke isinqandamathe sakho siyakuthanda sothi kuwe tyhini ibhadlile into oyithethayo, sawuthetha kule nyanga izayo. Ndithetha ke ukuthi ke sinelo galelo nathi esinokulenza. Kwincwadi yeBhayibhile kuye kuthiwe othandayo makazincame awuthwale ngumnqamlezo. Ngumnqamlezo ke lekufuna siwuthwele sonke. NoYesu umnqamlezo wancediswa yindoda emnyama eyayivela kwenye indawo yafika yamncedisa yawuthwala umnqamlezo yaya naye emnqamlezweni. Ngumnqamlezo wethu ke lo ekufuna siwuthwele sonke. Mandivale ke ngalamazwi. Uthi xa ethetha uOrisin Swet Maden, he can who thinks he can. Uthetha ke ukuthi loo nto ucinga uba ungakwazi uyenza xa ungumntu, ungayenza ukuba uzinikele ekuyenzeni. Amabhulu ke nabelungu ayazakhela ezabo idyunivesithi. Iidyunivesithi zabo zihlala zineempokotho ezinde, banemali enganakubaliswa kweli qonga ndime phezu kwalo. I-education yabantwana babo bayithatha serious. Baxolele ukuluza nepeni ukwakha izikolo zabo. Ungahamba uyojonga izikolo zabelungu nangoku. Zange bafike bebe mhlaba qha apha. Bafike bebe umhlaba bathi bogqiba baqokelela imali. Bakhela abantwana babo ikamva. IWalter Sisulu ke likamva labantwana bethu nabantwana babo nabantwana babantwana babo. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. Kuba sithi ngesiXhosa intaka yakha ngoboya benye.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, please allow me to say all protocol observed. On behalf of the Council, behalf of our Chancellor, behalf of our Vice Chancellor and Principal Prof. Songa, and on behalf of our Acting Vice Chancellor, I've been asked to propose a vote of thanks. Kuthiwa mandenze nje ilizwi lombulelo kulo msitho. Allow me to request the congregation yoba inike nje a round of applause to the beautiful Butterworth choir for my. Ndivumeleni ndilenze ilizwi lombulelo kwinkokheli zonke ezilapha. I'm starting from religious leaders here represented of course by Pastor Ntwana and others, the government and political leaders here present, starting from local government, provincial as well as national. Of course, business leaders, Reverend Smanga from our taxi industry, traditional leaders that are always here, especially those that I've indicated representing Nkosi yethu yakulendawo, uBhikicha siyayibulela. And I would like also, there is our institutional counterpart, our TVET college next door, and we really appreciate that leadership of that is here. Mr. Ntlangano, we really appreciate you, Mhlegas, that you are here. And I would like also still on the leadership to appreciate, of course, the University Council led by Umtakano Ngadlela and the other members. Can we give that leadership a round of applause? Siyabulela. Vice Chancellor always say graduation is a culmination of the efforts of all of us. And all of us, I always identify three parties. The first one is, of course, the students, the graduates, as in Nhlekangaka today. I always identify ESRC under this leadership, and Kokeliam and your message. I always identify, as you graduate, you'll be going to a convocation. I always appreciate the convocation for the hard work that you are doing for the university. We really appreciate that, as well as the message that you give. Can you give them a round of applause, all of them? The second party on this one, of course, are the parents and the sponsors. We always appreciate the work that you do for trusting us with your student, and also the partners that are here from the sponsors that always give our student. At least nazo. I would like to give that set a round of applause. The third party are the foot soldiers, of course, the university staff. We really appreciate the kind of work that you are doing as a university. We can see our university is moving forward on all fronts. The university is taking a giant leap as we move forward and expressing ourselves that we are there as one of the 26 universities. Abazali bayabuza njengoba behleli phaya zinkokheli zami bayabuza into yobana intoni umahluko phakathi kwe-national diploma in fashion ne-diploma in fashion. And I want to clear that there is no difference between a national diploma fashion and diploma in fashion. They are the same. The thing is, urhulumente uye wadecide into before sasivumela basiziname ngola hlobo degrees zethu. Usuggestile ngonto masiziname ngolunye uhlobo, but they are exactly the same. So you should not worry about that. But that is because of the work of this team, academic staff and support staff, to move into that direction as we honor the Department of Higher Education and Training. Can we give the academics and support a round of applause? Of course, the organizing team, the registrar's team from MCA, Operations, Student Affairs, Campus Rector's Office, for putting up a good show from planning and to execution. We really appreciate that. I think let's give them a round of applause. Last but not least, Ubulelo, our sign language interpreter, always communicating with us so that sonke siyafikelela kule nto iqhubekayo kwezi messages enzayo. Can you give that a round of applause? On behalf of the Acting Vice Chancellor, allow me to wish you a safe trip as you go back home, and please do travel and responsibly on the road. We really appreciate your presence. At this stage, allow me to make a few announcements that the VIPs and academic processions are invited for refreshment at the Pongo restaurant. They will be directed. At this moment, I would like to request the congregation to rise and join in the singing of the national anthem that will be led by the choir. And I will also request that the congregation remain standing until the academic procession has left the hall. I thank you.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the acting Vice-Chancellor, I also award the qualifications in absentia to those students not present. I hereby dissolve this congregation of Walter Sisulu University.
Nabaphansi mabashonele